What's going on? It's Sarge, and now I know there's probably a ton of videos out there just like this. How to start a digital marketing agency, steps to starting a digital marketing agency in 2019, things along those lines. I know they're out there. I've seen a couple of them, but this one's going to be different. This one is going to be focusing on that word local. In the title of this video, I'm going to capitalize local, and I'm going to show you guys how to start a local digital marketing agency in your town this year. Now, when I started my agency, I didn't have the initial goal of running the social media for Coca-Cola. I wanted to work in my local town with local businesses and local real estate agents. That's why I named my media company Fifth Planet Media, because I live in Jupiter, Florida, and Jupiter is the fifth planet from the sun. So it's a little play on the local town. I'm a local business and I want to work with local people. So take a drink every time I say the word local. You'll probably be hammered by the end of this video, but let's get into this. Here we go. So the first thing you want to do to start your digital marketing agency in 2019 is get started. Simple as that. Just do it. Just jump in head first and get started. And I had a conversation with somebody recently. They said, Dennis, I want to open an agency just like you, but I just can't think of the perfect logo. I can't come up with it. I wanted to look at them and say, shut the hell up. No one cares about the logo. No one's going to say, oh, I'm doing business with that social media company because they have a beautiful logo. No one cares about that. Just get started. That is just a way to procrastinate by worrying about all these little things. Oh man, I need company pens before I get started. No, you don't need company pens. Just get going, get the ball rolling. And in order to get the ball rolling, in my opinion, the first thing you should absolutely do is get that back end in order. So you want to do all the legal stuff and get it out of the way, because if you do it up front, it's going to save you a lot of headaches down the road. If you get started and get that ball rolling and then have to go back and incorporate or open a business bank account and figure out the finances again, it's going to be a giant headache. So go ahead, jump on LegalZoom, get with a business lawyer and incorporate. Become a business. Get that EIN number. An EIN number is basically like a social security number, but for businesses. So incorporate, open a business bank account. If you can, get a company credit card, and just make sure that the business is separate from the individual. You're going to look extremely unprofessional if you're asking people to slip you $100 under the table for your work. And that's part number two, is trying to appear as professional and as real as possible. You kind of want to fake it until you make it at the very beginning. So by that I mean you want to come up with, you want to have service agreements drawn up with a header on it that looks professional. You want to have scope of work and proposals drawn up that look really professional. You want to jump on Square, Swipe, or Stripe and be able to accept credit cards and send invoices. You want it to appear like it's a real company, which it is because you incorporated it, but since you don't have any background or any history, you need to kind of fake it until you make it at the very beginning. Because right now, your appearance and what you present is going to be the most important part of getting those first few clients. And if you present yourself as a real business doing real work, then you're going to see results from that. Okay, so get that back end in order. Incorporate, get the paperwork, look as professional as possible, and the rest will follow. Because again, starting and then having to go back and do that is going to be a mess. You don't want to do any of that. So look professional, get started, and incorporate. All right, so you got all the back end in order and you're ready to go. Now, what you need is clients, right? Obviously, you think you know what you're doing as far as the social media stuff. You know Facebook ads, you know some SEO, get Google going, maybe some small website building, but all that is great. But if you don't have paying clients or clients, period, you don't have a business. So unfortunately, I'm gonna give it to you blank. You gotta be a salesman. If you are uncomfortable getting denied, or you don't feel comfortable calling people or showing up to businesses and trying to sell yourself and sell your business, it's never gonna work. In order for this business, and basically any business, to succeed, you need to be a salesman. You need to sell, 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 sell. So, how do I sell? Who do I sell? Where do I start? What I did was I started by working my current network. Everybody knows a realtor. Everybody knows a business owner. Everybody knows somebody who knows somebody. So get in contact with your owners, get it out there that this is something you're doing and you're looking to help people, and the word of mouth will spread, and eventually you'll be able to get a meeting. Talk to your uncle who's a realtor and say, hey, let me sit you down and show me what I'm doing. Even just being able to practice pitching, if your uncle never wants to sign up with you or never has any intention to sign up, sit them down, show them what you're doing, and just get some practice pitching and talking and speaking the lingo. And along those lines of practicing and speaking the lingo and communicating with people this new adventure you're going on and how to describe it best, I would highly recommend, and this is something I did, joining a networking group. So I belong to a networking group called BNI, and they meet once a week, and it forces you to stand up and talk about your business and talk about what type of clients you're looking for in front of the room every single day. Every single week I got to stand up in front of 30 people and explain my business and explain what we're doing and explain what type of clients we're looking for. And on top of that, you're then meeting with these individuals on a one-on-one basis and further explaining what you could do or even how you can help them. So not only do you get that from joining a networking group, the one that I'm in, the BNI group, it's all business owners. So right away, just from joining one group, you're kind of pitching 30 to 50 people depending on the size of the chapter. So you have an opportunity to pick up business from there, and obviously all those people know anywhere, and your roots are just beginning to spread. You've got to grow your network. The more people you know, the more people you're pitching, the word of mouth will get out there. So work your current network, join a networking group to expand your network. This is not only going to help you potentially get that first client, it's also going to help you with your lingo and being able to speak and present yourself and get your point across that you're actually going to be able to help these businesses and realtors. Because at the end of the day, you are. If you get somebody and you do the work and do the right job, you're going to help them. You're going to increase their presence. You're going to increase their brand awareness. You're going to generate leads. You're going to get sales all through the social media stuff. The reason it's so popular now is because it works. You're going to be able to help these businesses grow and help them with their customer relations and their online reputation management. So work that network and practice. So all that stuff that you do is going to most likely get you a client, right? Now, that client might not be paying. That client might be in a free trial. My very first client that I signed up was a restaurant, and I worked for the first 3 months for food. They gave me gift cards every month as kind of a trial period until I proved that what I was doing was working. And this was the case because I had nothing to show them. I had no other experience. I had nothing to compare it to. I couldn't say, hey, look, this is what I did for this person. I could do this for you also. So since I had none of that, I was really, really aggressively searching for that first client and willing to kind of work for anything in order to get them, because one client is going to help you get other clients, right? So I worked for food for the first 3 months, converted them over to cash instantly after those 3 months. They were thrilled with what I was doing, and they're still a client of mine to this day. But signing that first client really helped me attract other clients, especially with the fact and the title of this video being a local marketing agency. So if you can get a local business that is pretty recognizable, any restaurant, any shop, anything that people say, oh yeah, I pass by that place all the time, or oh yeah, I've eaten there before, or oh man, they have the best ribs, or some along those lines. If you could say, hey, I do the digital marketing agency for this restaurant in town, and they know that restaurant, that automatically makes you legitimate in their mind. They're saying, wow, if that restaurant that I know that I think is successful is using them, okay, maybe there's something here. Let me see what this person has to say. So when you're building your local agency, getting that first client is going to help you attract other clients locally. So once you get that first one, put all your energy and attention into that. You might not even want to start hunting other clients after you get the first. Do the best possible work, put all your focus into that one client, show them results after a month, and then after a month or two, you can use those results to pitch other clients. So what I do with my local agency is when I get new meetings, I show them results that I've gotten previous clients every single time. I have slideshows made up for basically every type of industry. And when I meet with a restaurant client, I show them the results that I got a previous restaurant client. When I meet with a realtor, I show them results that I've gotten a previous realtor. I say, hey, this realtor from this agency that they probably know, I'm getting them 10 leads a week doing this. And I'm showing them what I'm doing. And from that, they make the decision if they want to join you or not. But once you can use a case study, your own personal case study, and show results, it is going to go miles with finding your next local business to work with. Okay, so I keep saying the word local. I truly believe that's where this is going to go for most people, is going to be working their local network, joining a local networking group, partnering with a local business, and then using that local business to attract other local businesses. That is the formula. That's the formula that I've used, and and I've seen success from it, so I know that it works. So after you got all that, obviously you're going to want to start showing results. So what you're going to want to do is start jumping into, again, local groups, local blogs, local influencers, and connecting with them in order to get your restaurants or your realtors other results outside of just a Facebook ad. So you want to keep getting results, obviously, month to month. You want to keep growing, and just having different things in your back pocket locally is going to help you grow. So, you know, if you can say, hey, I can get you in the newsletter to this local community, or hey, I can get a local blogger to come to your restaurant and blog about it, or hey, I can get you into this new development that's going up. We can put a sign out front of it for your real estate agent, and I can set that up for you. So now not only are you're marketing not only in social media and on the digital space, you're also connecting in local communities. You can get to a farmer's market and just give them opportunities to get their brand and awareness out in front of the local market, because you are a local digital marketing agency now. So those are the steps that I took. As I mentioned, it works. Follow those steps and it'll work for you as well. Just don't do it in Jupiter, Florida. No, I'm kidding. But do it and it's going to work. As long as you work at it and continue growing your network and working that network and showing results, you will grow within your local community. And over time, your branches are just going to spread. And before you know it, people are going to be calling you. So I hope that helped you guys. Thanks for watching, and check back for the next one.